Hello, my name is Raji, and today we'll be focusing on the soldiers from one of the most well-known ancient city-states in the world. A place full of some of the most toughest people to ever exist. A land where soldiers from birth were bred to demonstrate and the determination to win on the battlefield. These legendary soldiers came from a place that embodied what it meant to fight for a mission, a purpose, and a goal in order to find true fulfillment in life. This place is none other than ancient Sparta. Sparta was a city-state that existed in the Peloponnese region of ancient Greece that has origins dating back to around 1000 to 900 BCE. The city-state was ruled by two kings of different backgrounds and families. This was decreed so that Sparta could have one king to rule the city and keep Sparta's rigid oligarchy system, and the other who would venture out on Sparta's famous military campaigns and conquest. One of the most famous of these military kings was, of course, King Leonidas I, who ruled along with King Leoshidas II. As mentioned before, Sparta was an oligarchy, so it had the two kings but also had a council of 28 elders who were called the Gerousia. They not only advised the two kings, but also served as judges and hosted public assemblies. These guys were pretty much like senators and mainly had a say during times of peace. From around the 8th to 5th century BCE, Sparta was able to subdue a neighboring district of the Peloponnese Peninsula named Messenia, and began to focus on wars and diplomatic activities. Unlike rival nations like Athens, Sparta refused to focus on philosophy, literature, liberal arts, and democracy, and was more focused on military and athletics. This led Sparta to create the most powerful standing army in all of ancient Greece. To say that the Sparta's military and fighting capabilities was strong would be an understatement. At only 7 years old, Spartan boys left their home and began to train at a military academy called the Agoge. I also need to mention that allegedly, according to an ancient Greek historian named Plutarch, Sparta had started to develop these boys at birth and evaluated male infants, and the well-built and sturdy children could live, while those who were disabled or unhealthy were left on the mountains to straight up die. Anyways, in these agoges, Spartan boys lived in communities with others in their age group who studied and trained together. These boys would go through a lot, from crazy physical fighting contests, to foot races, to wrestling, to even enduring the heat and cold. All of this in little to no clothing. On top of the rigorous lifestyle and training, these Spartan boys were fed very little and kept slim, as the Spartans believed that not only would this make the boys grow more in height, but also would lead them to steal, make, and even fight for food. This was believed to make Spartan boys more resourceful and better at fighting and strategy. The Agoge even had Spartan boys go through rituals and even heavy punishment through whips. This mixture of brutal living conditions, punishment, and community would eventually, after around 13 plus years of it, would turn these boys into some of the most formidable soldiers on the planet. And formidable they were. The Spartans had won the Peloponnesian War and defeated Athens. They conquered Messenia, and of course, they famously won the Persian Wars with the Athenians as well. The Persian War was where King Leonidas became famous for leading 300 Spartans and other allied forces in the Battle of Thermopylae. I don't know how to say it, Thermopylae. This battle was seen in similar light to the Alamo, in which it was an example of persistence despite the inevitable or impossible odds, as although the Spartans and their allies lost this battle, it is said that Leonidas and his men fought to the very end for what they stood for and believed in, which may have played a key role in the eventual Spartan/Greek victory in the entire war against the Persians. So as you can see, the Spartans were famously known for being born in the heat of battle. Every aspect of Sparta was rooted in their belief of honor, virtue, discipline, loyalty, strength, and physical fitness. All these things are key aspects of self-improvement. I think we can use the Spartans as an example of grit and how the physical and mental aspect of self-improvement go hand in hand. By all means, Sparta was far from perfect and had a plethora of problems and controversies, but they were strong, dominant, and shaped their world and conquered for just about 1,000 years, give or take, because they rooted their city-state in proper and strong values that we too can root our self-improvement journeys in. Not going on military conquests or training in brutal academies as little kids, of course, but being dialed in about our physical fitness, focusing on our diets, establishing a community or communities with others, having loyalty and honor. Of course, all these things are easier said than done. But just as Rome wasn't built in a day, neither was Sparta. Self-improvement is just a term for a lifelong journey and always trying to improve yourself and building a life in which you can be proud of yourself. And if you have the patience and perhaps even a Spartan level of dedication to it, the possibilities are endless. Thank you guys for watching. I know it's been a minute, but might as well get back into it. If you enjoyed what you saw here, please like and subscribe. I also have a new channel going up that has to do more with my personal martial arts journey and just martial arts in general, called Jumla Martial Arts. If you're interested in that, you can check it out, and I'll have the link in the bio. But anyways, that'll be all for this one, and I'll catch you guys next time.